All right, welcome back, everybody. I have been shaking, both because it's very cold in the atrium right now, because the doors to copper rooms are open right now, but also because, holy crap, the number of donations that have been coming in. We've had another 3 donations come in during the break. We've had £50 from Silent Dave. Thank you so much, Silent Dave. And then Maffy again. With £1.50, £1.15, sorry, bringing the total up to £2,222.22 with the message :3. And then the Fish Duke with £1.69. I shall ruin the £222.22 pence's aesthetic. Thanks for making me say that again. Right. Anyway, let's all calm down and go over to Laina, who has a demo of Mania up for us. Laina, are you ready?
I had set donation goals for this episode, but if I had reached the amount, I would change my skin, although that has already been reached, so I would change my skin now to a WhatsApp skin. So all the notes will be replaced with the WhatsApp logo. Along with this, I had previously set a donation goal if someone donated £50 in one go, or £100 was raised during my raise demo, I would play Thick of It. Although both of those have been now met. So this will all happen.
I think basically every donation goal we've had has been met and exceeded at this point. I'm also noticing the point of the extra camera here. That is my keyboard you're using there, which is a Keychron K4, I believe.
Yep.
This stuff is important, by the way, for rhythm games because mechanical keyboards and stuff. So those are Gateron Brown switches, so they're tactiles. I hope those are suitable enough for today.
I've been playing with a membrane keyboard for the last few years, so I'll be fine.
My deepest condolences.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, then again, when I started doing Mania, I did also use a membrane keyboard back in the day with a very crap polling rate at that.
So, as a brief disclaimer, because I had taken a break between my last time playing, I am not at my full skill, so at the start I may not be as good as I potentially could be. For that reason, I'm going to start with a pretty famous, but also, in my opinion, on the easiest side of songs out of songs I've collected. Galaxy Collapse.
We don't. I don't have game audio tech. Is that
You don't have game audio? Thank you, Faye, for sending me a message.
Truly an Oast Laser moment.
Yes.
To be fair, Oast Laser has gone pretty good lately, I think. Okay.
So, do you have audio? Do you have audio? Okay, that should be all fine.
All right, let's get going.
Let's get going.
Yeah, utterly classic map, by the way. Fantastic UI as well.
Thank you. I had made it about an hour prior to this because I'd been informed by Finn that you're able to actually edit the skins because as much as I am currently playing Mania, I do not play Mania. I'm an Eterna player, which means I'm more accustomed to, say, Stepmania UI, which, because I'd never actually properly touched Laser, I had never realized that you can just edit skins like that, like you can do in Eterna.
Yeah, I mean, when it all comes down to it, they're all the same, really, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, Eterna, Stepmania, and the like, they do have the mechanic of mines, which Mania does not have.
Yeah, so what I'm seeing right here is utterly insane. We're still at a stable accuracy of about 98.3% here.
And no misses.
This is crazy. No misses is absolutely incredible. Like, it's already amazing to me that you can achieve S rank on something like this. Like, I would probably fail this after about 30 seconds. For context, my best star rating is about 3 stars, so that's less than half of the rating of this.
And if you're familiar with Mania's 4K rating system, you're aware of how absolutely lopsided it is. The jump from 3 to 4 star is ridiculous, and it just gets more ridiculous. 4 to 5, 5 to 6. I will not continue this pattern because I know what's coming.
Yeah, I remember.
I see some hands in the crowd. I see some hands shaking.
Yeah, I must have done a 4-star once or twice here and there, and yeah, the jump is absolutely crazy.
So, in a second, we're having the first kind of mildly difficult part of this map.
Still stable
Nice.
accuracy at 98% here.
So this is a specific kind of pattern known as jacks, which the name is kind of self-explanatory. You kind of jackhammer the keyboard. It's more based on like rhythm and like repeatedly pressing keys than it is to kind of create a string between your fingers.
Yep, and if I recall, they are famous for completely knocking out Friday Night Funkin' players.
Yes.
I think one of the first like hard mods was just a map that had a lot of jacks in it.
Yeah, long jacks. Versus Wily is you're talking about, right?
Wiley.
The one at the bottom.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, that is long jacks, which is repeated pressing of the same key, which is a slightly different pattern than what we're seeing here. I'd classify this as speed jacks, which is more like very short bursts of like. I will not use the term that you're thinking of. I will say jackhammering. So it's more focused on like ability to hit fast but non-consistent jacks rather than consistent but slightly slower.
Yeah, because that's the serious thing you need with jacks, is just being able to hit keys sort of very consistently. Still at 97% accuracy.
I am throwing a bit here.
You're still S rank though.
I'm still S rank, but in my personal opinion, the way I kind of gauge how good you are with a certain skill set is if you can get a 96% on something, that's considered good.
Why 96?
That's just kind of the standard that the Mania community has used. If you're familiar with the Dan system, in order to quote-unquote pass a Dan, you need to get 96% on its respective map.
I see. Yeah, I've not interacted much with the community, and I don't really intend to.
That's fair enough. It's a very insular community, I find. I personally do not interact with it, but...
my guess is it would have very much a sort of Dark Souls type attitude, in that you just need to get good at the game.
Yes. I would say out of any game I've played, Mania or any kind of like 4K rhythm game is the rawest form of like skill expression that I've seen besides from Geometry Dash.
Which would make sense considering how skill-oriented the scoring is in this, and at least how the community defines scoring. I'm yet to find someone who actually pays attention to the actual quote-unquote score you get.
Managed to maintain the combo out of that section now. But that is the main hard part of this map.
Wait, again? Okay. I don't mean to distract you, Laina, but we've got another donation match in progress now.
Oh my days.
So again, get your donations in now to have it doubled by Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
And that does mean we have more donations, but I will wait for you to finish to read them out.
That is fine. Do not worry about distracting me. I find, as I have stated maybe several times to other people, Mania and any other like 4K rhythm game, it is only 5% about being able to read. It's 95% about your physical dexterity. So.
All right, that's Galaxy Collapse done with S rank. Accuracy 97.23%. Well done.
Thank you. I will tick that off.
And only 32 misses. Very well done. And
Thank
that's just your warm up.
It is my warm-up, yes.
Yeah, so let's keep going.
So,
And let me get these donations read out. So we have another £1.50 from Scarlett, which has been doubled to £3 with WhatsApp Osu.
what's up, Osu?
Another £10 from Josh, which has been doubled to 20. More donation matching for the next hour, by the way. Yes, thank you very, very much, Josh. And then another £20, which has been doubled to 40 from Joseph Colon 3. I am not reading that message out. I'm sorry, Joseph.
Are you okay with me reading it out, or is it just?
It's just Twitch stuff. Don't worry about it.
Okay, that is fair.
I want to make sure that even though this is going really well, I still want us to keep our Twitch account.
That is reasonable.
So yeah, now we are at the total of £2,286.91, and if I check my notes, the highest amount we've ever raised for WASD is £2,267.94, which means this is the biggest amount of money we've ever raised for WASD, and we've achieved this in less than a single day. Thank you so much, everyone.
I'm proud of all of you.
This is absolutely incredible.
Okay, we're moving on to track 2 now.
Yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves. All right, let's keep going.
This is a stream focus map.
It is indeed.
So stream is more of a gameplay type focused on individual patterns rather than successive note presses with a single finger. So if you're able to make out the individual shapes here, it's more like streaming.
Yeah, the notes tend to go very, very side to side for stream heavy maps.
That's a good way to put it.
Is this another meme song?
Yes, it is a meme song.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So I did not manage to get an S rank, but I managed to get a 94.92, which it's not as good as I was doing earlier, but as
A rank is still really good though.
it's pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, 94% accuracy. Well done. All right, what have we got next?
We have got Shadow of Cats. This is within the higher up.
This is a Camellia track.
Yes.
We love good bit of Camellia.
Within the more dedicated Mania community, this song is more well known as it starts off as a stream map, but ends up with some questioning patterns which you'll be able to pick out even if you do not know the game very well.
So there seems to be a good variety of different patterns in this one.
Yeah, that variety will definitely increase or decrease depending on how you interpret it later on in this map.
Yes, that is the thing. There does come a point for a lot of players I find where you're simply just not able to process what is going on your screen. I very much have that going into low 3s and onwards.
Yeah. So, in terms of processing the actual inputs that are happening on screen, I tend to focus on where I place the accuracy indicator. and I just do not look away from there. So as long as I can see the notes to some extent, I'm able to pull off this. Here we go.
Yeah, this is a very Jack-heavy track now.
Yes, that is kind of the reason why this map is so well known in the community.
Yeah. Over 96%, doing very well. All right. 95.04% and S rank. Good
I feel
stuff.
like I've slightly gotten a bit more warmed up now. If I were to play this map at the same skill that I was at just a second ago with Galaxy Collapse, I would have probably gotten about a 92 or 93 on this.
Ooh.
So, next up, we have got Dominators, which, as you can maybe tell from the pack that it is a stamina killer. So this is more focused on long-term endurance and being able to maintain yourself rather than like burst.
Yeah, we have definitely reached a point with this game where the focus is on skill and not so much enjoying your music. Because that's why I play Osmania, because I like listening to certain tracks and jamming along to them.
I feel like that it's weird. I'd say in Osmania specifically, it's more of like a bell curve shape, where when you start out, you play for like the fun songs. Middle ground, you play to improve. Later on, you just get to where pretty much the only people making maps are making like meme songs.
Yeah, I think I'm still stuck in that phase where I do just play for the music, really. I mean, I don't play Osmania very often, and that's mainly because if I play for too long, it does cause me some pain in my hands. That might simply be because of the way I play. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm up to playing so regularly. I mean, depending on the monitor as well, it can hurt my eyes as well.
That's fair.
I found since I started playing on higher refresh rate monitors, anything that's like 60 frames actually causes me to feel a bit dizzy.
Yeah, a lot of my times like playing this game, I was playing during secondary school on Flash ripoffs. So no, not Flash, Scratch ripoffs. So it was capped at 30 FPS. So I'm more accustomed to playing at incredibly low FPSs than high ones. So I end up getting dizzy while playing this game on say 240 FPS. In comparison, I can process it completely fine on 30.
On 30 for Osmania is kind of insane.
It's not as hard as you think, honestly. We told little about this game once you've reached like a decent skill level is about being able to process. Okay, so now we've reached the main part of this map, which is it is devolved into this pattern known as a hand stream, which is more about, if you can see on the like left or right columns, it evolves into single like chord-like patterns. On the other hand, it's more trillish, like alternating between the two pages.
Yeah. So it looks like you're kind of dealing with a combination of chords and trills here.
Yes.
Which, to be clear, chords are multiple notes at the same time, and trills are where it goes back and forth, like I described earlier.
Think about like jumping versus like walking with your feet. Okay, that is the first part of this map. And despite having spent so much time playing this game, I still managed to fail on basic long notes. Because truth be told, long notes are an entirely different thing you can like get good at. And sadly, because my fingers kind of suck with doing anything that isn't quick tapping, my muscle memory just got completely screwed over while trying to do things with long notes.
think we've had, yes, we've had more donations in as well. We have got another £5 from Skylar, which has been doubled to £10. Osamania Jeffy remix donation incentive.
Osamania Jeffrey remix?
GFA.
GFA, I know
Yeah.
what that is.
I can show you in a moment.
That sounds good.
Then we have another £20 doubled to 40 from Capybara, which just says Os. This is not Os. This is very clearly Osmania. Two very different things. And then we've got £10 from Alfie, doubled to £20.
Alfie.
So thank you, Skylar, Capybara, and Alfie. Our total now sits at £2,356.91. And yes, this has become the biggest WAS ever. Which is
so proud of all of you.
Which is fitting, considering this is the 10th anniversary. I was secretly hoping that this would be the biggest WAS we would ever have. Looks like I don't need to worry about that anymore.
Let's hope next year is bigger.
We will have to wait and see. But even still, this party ain't over. Accuracy at 98.03, doing good.
I'm surprised. Like, I kind of suck at hand stream.
Yeah, and like you said, this is very much a test of your stamina.
So with those like trills, rolls, patterns where it's like single lines, what I typically do in order to save stamina of those is I just estimate them to being just like alternating each hand instead of each finger. So basically, yeah, that is a trick known as minipping, which is more common at a very high level, but at any kind of skill level where you need to maintain stamina, it is incredibly useful.
That's an accuracy of 97.95, going strong.
Going very strong. I will tick that off the list. So,
Oh my god,
All
this
the-
skin.
the skin is amazing.
It truly is.
Okay,
Only 3 misses as well, I just noticed. Huge well done.
thank you. Up next, we have another stamina map because I feel like, arguably, in my opinion, along with Cyber Inductance, this is the most famous stamina map. So,
It sounds like it's going to have a lot of repeating stages
Yes.
in it.
it is incredibly difficult because the map itself is about 5 minutes long, but the actual hard parts, they happen for about 1.5 minutes each, and there is like a 20-second break between them. The first minute or so of the map is just incredibly lax in terms of like how difficult it is. Whoops. So, in the grand scheme of Osamania or any other kind of 4K rhythm game, I would argue that Camellia isn't as well appreciated as DJ Sharpnel, which has made this song and the previous song. And the pattern with all of those DJ Sharpnel maps is they all have the same kind of jump stream-esque mapping to them. So,
Yeah, I am noticing some similarity between this one and the previous map we just played. Also, can I hear Delay Llama in the background?
yes, this map is called We Love Llama, and it uses the Dalai Lama like vocal creator.
Oh, when I read that title, I was thinking llama in regards to the animal.
Yeah, no, it is Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
This song is, I believe, in Sharpnel's album called Running in the Night, maybe? I cannot remember off the top of my head. It is written in katakana, so it isn't necessarily in English, but it transliterates, pronounces to something to do with running. It is, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions, DJ Sharpnel's best work as an album. And this is the closing song for it, so it has quite a bit of into it in both the album form regards and also the rhythm game regards. As you want to see in a minute, this map gets incredibly difficult.
Alright, let's see it.
In fact, on Eterna, which is the game I played, this is the second most played song. This pattern here continues for about a minute and a half before it slightly increases in difficulty, then goes back to a break for about 20 or 30 seconds before you go into another version of this, which is slightly even harder. The best way I can kind of gauge is if you can full combo this specific section without losing too much stamina, you can probably beat the map.
Well, you've not lost your streak yet, going very strong at 1700 on your combo.
That part specific is like the biggest difficulty spike in this first half, where you have weird alternating patterns that break into 3-note chords. It streams combined with 3-note chords, which is arguably incredibly difficult.
Yeah, because we are seeing a lot of alternating trills and chords here.
Yes. You'll see another one of those patterns that I talked about in a second here. I will point it out when it happens. Never mind. It is. You'll see at the very end of the map. So here is the break between the first and second hard part of the map. Unlike with the first part, there is no kind of sudden build up. There's no sudden increase beforehand. It slowly leads into it, which means you don't exactly have any time to kind of preserve too much stamina. You have to try and you have to estimate pretty much everything you see here if you want to save enough stamina to be able to get through to the second bit.
So thinking ahead at an incredibly fast rate. That is incredible.
Yeah, okay, so we've entered the second half now.
Yeah, it's still going very strong with a 3300 combo. This is insane.
Although, the typical case with this map in specific, even if you lead in with a big combo, it's very likely to get broken by the end because your stamina will slowly run out.
And we've just had another donation in from Skylar of £6.80.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, £6.80 doubles to £13.60. If we get to 20,000, I volunteer to be thrown into a vat of acid. Skylar, I don't think we can show that on Twitch or YouTube or anywhere really. And
okay, my toggle just broke.
Yeah, unfortunately, Live Leak. Oh no, combo has been broken. I was about to say, and unfortunately, I think Live Leak has gone under. But
Yes.
But still, a combo of over 3,500 is insane. Of course, keep in mind, I can only do up to 3-star, and that's at my best. And only 3 misses as well. This is incredible.
Okay, so we see the same pattern here again.
Yep, more trills and chords. I know there is a specific word for that. I have forgotten it. I know you showed me all of the different layouts.
And I missed the final note.
Oh, that always sucks.
Although that is fine.
But even
I'm very
still,
satisfied with that.
an amazing accuracy level of 98.57%.
And of course,
yeah,
the song.
yeah, and only 5 misses.
I've received a message from my brother while he has been watching the stream saying, "We are Charlie Kirk."
I am not going to comment on that.
Neither am I. But thank you, my brother. Thank you for cheering up. And thank you, Faye, for just messaging me. So, I am now going to move on to the slightly harder maps. We have Aquarius
Here we go.
at 1.1 times speed. So Aquarius is a core jack / speed jack map. It's speed jack in the first half and more core jacking in the second half.
Using a Sin IC.
I will say, one thing which is unique to Laser in comparison to standard Usu is the difference between Marvelous and Perfect. They do actually provide different accuracies. So any accuracy you see here is slightly increased during normal Usu.
Again, we're seeing a very Jack and chord heavy map here.
So in a second there'll be a small break before we enter the second half of the map, which the second half is significantly more chord Jack based rather than what we're currently seeing, which is speed Jack.
Yep. Also noticing some chords trills, I believe, if that's a term.
I do not believe so. This is not a term I'm familiar with.
Okay. I'm simply combining the things you taught me.
Although, I am slightly falling under pressure here. Just need to at least get a 93. Okay, I thought I was 93 at least, but that was a bit catastrophic on my end.
Yeah, 29 misses. Not great, but still really good. 93.18% accuracy. As you said, we are getting into the harder maps now.
Yes. Next up, I will play what is my opinion. It's a very well-known map. Cyber Induction. On Eterna, the game I played, this is the most played map, and
Yeah.
I'm playing it at 1.2 times speed.
I believe you said this is a stamina-focused map as well?
Yes, it is. It's significantly more consistent, so it's less bursty in its stamina. That this is, I believe, on the same album as Wheel of Llama. It has a lot more kind of burst like this, though, which that has completely destroyed my accuracy because I managed to mess up the start. The thing is, with like moments like that, you need to hit the initial landing to be able to like get full like good accuracy out of it, which is, in my case, not always the case. Like you see there, I managed to pull that off.
Yeah.
And we're back to a slightly easier jump stream pattern, but it will increase in difficulty in a second. Managed to pull off that part while maintaining both my accuracy and the combo, which is, I'm very satisfied with that. I believe this will be a good run.
Yeah. Apologies if I'm not saying much right away, because we are in discussions about the Mario Kart Wii Race, which will be coming up at the end of today. We have some ideas. I will say that we have some ideas.
Are we going through with any donation incentives for the Mario Kart Wii Race?
So obviously we are doing steering wheel for the Mario Kart Wii Race. We're just considering what you will be using for that.
Yes.
Right now the discussion is going towards putting you on emulator with a GameCube controller.
Oh, that's very mean, but if it's a charity, I'm happy to do that.
Again, we're happy to discuss it with you later.
I suggested earlier, but for every £30 donated, one random person has to change their character to a cart instead of a bike.
I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, that's the point.
Ugh, I need my inside drift. I need it. I require it.
Okay, I nearly lost my combo there because I had something known as a combo break rush. Because, okay, this here, in an ironic fashion, is, in my opinion, the hardest part of the map.
Yes, that did look quite tough, but even then, you had a combo of over 2,700 there. And you are still only on 3 misses on a 6-star map. Again, just a reminder that Josh's donation match is still ongoing, so please get your donations in to have them doubled by Josh.
that is the end of the map.
Again, very, very good performance on our first 6-star map, or if I'm not mistaken.
I do not believe it's the first 6-star map, but this is the first map that is 6-star that I believe does earn the title of being 6-star.
Yeah.
So.
With accuracy of 98.12% and only 6 misses. Incredible work.
Moving on now, I am moving on to our donation song.
Here we go.
I've been practicing this because, truth be told, this is a very hard map. We have got cheers in the crowd.
All right.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows, I skied in and they froze. I don't know about nothing, about no ice, I'm just cold. 40-something millisubs or so, I've been told. I'm in my prime, yeah, this ain't even Final Form.
Yeah,
I know the rest of the lyrics.
Yeah,
I
do not know the rest of the lyrics either. I'm glad we stopped at the same time.
Although I do know that part.
I mean, everybody knows the start, to be fair.
Not the start, not the start.
Okay.
That part.
Ah,
okay,
yeah.
so now this map is going to have a significant jump in difficulty.
Oh, come off it.
I just had a
This is ridiculous.
From the scream to the ring, to the pen, to the king. Where's my crown? That's my bling. Always drama when I ring. See, I believe that if I see it in my heart, smash through the ceiling, cause I'm reaching for the stars. I also annoy my friends so much with this song.
Accuracy back up to 96%. So as someone who's not used to reading maps like that, that just looks like a grid of notes, which is insane.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That was tough. 28 misses and an accuracy of 95.23%.
That is still very good for my standards given yesterday while I was practicing this map because I wanted to gauge whether or not this was possible for the race. I had received a 94.58.
Oh.
And my previous best before I started to warm up again was a 92.79. So I'm very happy with the progress I've made.
Yes, huge well done.
Let's refer back to the list.
Yeah.
So
that's how the story goes.
We are now going to do, we only have a few maps left. Another pretty famous map, this is another speed map. This map is featured in the official, semi-official, guess at the standard alpha Dan, which if you're not familiar with the DANs, oh sorry, I'm going to restart here because I already missed, embarrassingly. If you're not familiar with the DAN system, it's a way to kind of gauge your skill, although despite that, everybody plays the Dan, but nobody supports using the DANs to rate your skill. Like, if you say, oh, I am 10th Dan, they're going to look at you like you've just insulted them because it's like an unspoken rule to just not use the DANs as a measurement because one, if you get too reliant on the DANs, then your skill won't improve, you'll just get better at playing the Dan maps. And on the other hand, the DANs are very subjective in how they're rated because I'm, in terms of Jack skill, which is the Jack hammering, Galaxy, Collapse, Aquarius, what you've seen, I am something known as Beta Dan. But despite this, I cannot pass the 10th Dan version of Jax, which is 2 difficulties below that, which is roughly a year of skill increase. But yeah, point goes is that you should not rely on the Dan system, even though everybody kind of knows about it.
I mean, it's like trying to measure your skill based on any sort of test or exam, really.
Yeah.
It's not going to capture all of the skill, really, and there are always going to be parts that you struggle on, which is indeed the point. But sometimes there are parts which are just kind of rubbish, for lack of a better word. I'm sure we've all experienced that, whether that be through GCSEs or A-levels, or maybe we're going through it right now. If so, if that is you, good luck.
Yes, good luck. Just remember, if you're watching this stream and you are taking your A-levels, I was in your position exactly a year ago, watching WASD. Even before I came to this uni, I wanted to go here, and finding out this place had a speedrun community, I was so enthralled because I had been speedrunning since I was about 11 years old, because during every single break during secondary school, I would be playing Fancy Pants Adventures trying to get a new PB for any percent. And I have got a massive combo break here, which is not good, but I will not be able to pull out with a 95 because of that horrible choke. No way other to put it.
Ouch.
So,
Still 20 misses. Good work.
if you're familiar with like combo lock, I think it's called or note lock in Osu, it's a similar system. If you hit too early a note in Osu Mania or any other kind of 4K rhythm game, it will count as a miss. So if you manage to, say, double tap a note accidentally, you may end up hitting the next note, which means you'll have a consistent streak of just end up missing constantly because you managed to mess up once.
Yeah, because you've messed up your timing from that point onwards, and that kind of has a domino effect.
Yes, it's known in the community as a break rush, I believe. So moving on to the last few maps, we have Uta, which is a map I have not actually managed to pass once. I have left this specifically for the sake of this demonstration.
Ooh.
Let me find it. It is this one, I believe. Let me make sure. Yes, this is the popular one. It'll be 1 second to download, but it is definitely not this one. That's for sure. So. Yes, this is
All right. Good luck. Again, Laina has never beat this map before. Let's see if she can do it.
If I fail, so be it. It's fine.
All right.
Oh, ignore that, please.
All right. All right. I'm gonna stay quiet.
Sorry, keyboard. Okay. I'm getting a few lag spikes on my end, but it should be fine. This is another stamina map as far as I know. Pretty infamous in the Eterna community as far as I know. This is rated a 28.7 if it's assuming this is the same map, that is, but very, very well-known song in the community. Yes, this is the same map. You may notice in the middle of the stream, in the middle of the jumps, there is also like sudden streams that like are significantly of like higher speed. And that is the main thing with this map, along with the fact it just has fairly technical patterns just thrown in the middle of it. So it isn't just a test of stamina, it's also a test of ability to like immediately adapt to changing playstyles. So it's very, as you can tell from how I'm doing, it's a little difficult. I will push through. If I fail, I fail. But either way, this is a map I have never passed, so I'm not assuming that it's going to go well. If it does go well, that's great, but yeah.
I believe you got this.
Thank you. I do not believe myself. This is a stamina map, and I'm already like on 96, which is not a good sign. Generally, with stamina maps, you need like a great lead to be able to finish it good. And my lead at the moment is subpar, I'd say at least. But the show must go on, I guess. You may notice, if you're able to make out the patterns, there are random jacks thrown in the middle of the stream patterns, which makes this a very technical map at times. So I'd say, I wouldn't say this is a like a jump stream map or a ham stream as much as this is like a technical stamina map, which is a very evil combo to say the least, because not many people play technical, not many people play stamina in comparison to say jack and speed. So I guess everybody plays stamina to some extent, but it's not very popular because it's more about like spending a lot of time, which if it isn't very obvious by the playstyle of this game, people who play this game like the quick dopamine hits. So something enduring isn't very popular to say the least. Although, when you do get a stamina player, they are like the most mentally insane people because they will play 2-hour-long maps just because I want to improve my endurance or whatever.
I don't know why, but that reminds me of the Super Ghostbusters full album that you can play on Clone Hero.
Oh, there's a similar one to that. I think it's a compilation of all the Blackpink albums on Guitar Hero, which is a pretty, it's some K-pop group at least, but it is every single album with every single song in it, and it's about 5 hours long, and it's a pretty famous map in the high-level like Guitar Hero community in terms of like being not difficult, but like you need to be good at the game to play it because the patterns are like simple, like they seem like a casual like I don't know 3-2-3 difficulty. But it goes on for 4 hours straight, and I've seen it is considered a very enduring feat, and...
At that point, I think it's just a medical risk.
Yes. If you've ever held a Guitar Hero controller, you know how much like more difficult it is to like do stamina stuff on a Guitar Hero controller in comparison to say a keyboard, what I'm doing right now.
Oh, you will easily give yourself a blister if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Right, we're past halfway. Going strong.
Not going very strong, but still going. That is a difficulty spike if I've ever seen one. This is past the point where I've never seen anything to do with this map, so everything is down to my like ability to predict what happens and then like adjust how much I'm willing to input my stamina into this.
I stand by what I said. You're still going strong.
Thank you. And we've reached the chorus. Okay, we have reached a break. Thank God, because my hands are actually really tensing up right now. And I have missed because I was trying to adjust the keyboard.
Who's turned on their mouse?
Yes, who has turned on the mouse? It is of no worry, it's not going to distract me, but...
No, don't worry, you're fine. It's just funny.
It is pretty funny, and it's kind of what I need right now.
Yeah, don't take this too seriously.
Yeah, this is, as much as all things considered, this is, to the average person, quite impressive. I do not take this game awfully seriously. I have not touched this game in years until for the sake of doing it for WAS, so... Oh, that is evil. They're throwing in quads in there. Which, for quads, it's just all 4 notes at once.
Yeah, we'll discuss that one.
There is a different type of pattern, which I don't think this is, called a quad stream, which consists of like stream-like patterns, i.e. like single notes kind of, well, streaming together in waves, mixed in with quads, which, it is a pattern type, just not a very common one.
Well, it looks like you're in the home stretch. You're going strong.
I'm going strong.
You got this.
I've got this. This is an interesting pattern. This is like streams mixed with chord jacks, which is well, not streams, trills and chord jacks, which it's not exactly like hand stream, but it's adjacent to it. Have you got any new donations?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh.
Again, remember, your donation match is in progress with Josh. Donate now to get your donation doubled. We're almost there.
We're almost there. Although I missed at the end.
And she's done it! Again, remember, she has never completed this track before. Round of applause. All right.
I'm going to give my hands a bit of a break there because that was a very stamina-intensive map,
Fair.
along with being quite technical. So I can't exactly use the typical like heuristics to maintain the amount of stamina I have. So
Yeah. How many more maps have you got left?
2.
How long are those going to take together?
What I'd say about 8 minutes.
Okay, 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
That should be fine.
Yes. I've left the hardest for now, and the final map, I imagine, if you've ever played a rhythm game, you'll be familiar with the song. You may know what I'm talking about already based on that, so...
I may know what you were talking about, to be
Yes. If you've ever heard the number 222, you may know what I'm referring to. This is a mostly like speed jack, but late in the middle of it turns into very vibrating-ish gameplay. So this is Paradigm Shift, which this song is kind of most well known for being the chart for Beatdown for the jack section. Yeah, not going great at the moment, but the difficulty of the second half in comparison to this, like the first half, it isn't exactly a significant change. I'd say it's about the same. So this part is very funny. This is the hard part of the map, I'd say.
Yeah, a bit of a trill chord spam there.
Here we go.
Go for it, Tuck.
And that is the map mostly over.
Okay, struggled a bit there with accuracy of 93.66%. It's not quite that, Laina. It's not quite that.
You have to believe. Moving on to the final
That's
map.
an interesting track here. It reminds me a little bit of some of Course K's stuff. Like Insane Techniques and Dot.
You may have guessed it.
Ah, here we go. Save the best for last, I see.
So, if you...
Tech, I'm not getting runner's voice.
So, Freedom Dive is, in terms of every single rhythm game, it is pretty well known in terms of being, like, especially difficult. In my opinion, out of all the maps I've played so far, this is going to be one of the easier ones. And it is also a closing one, so it's a nice way to end off.
Yeah, I've seen you play this a couple of times on Eterna, but I'm yet to see you do this in Mania.
Yeah, this is a slightly different map, but it uses the same song.
Very heavy on the alternating notes here.
Very much so, yeah. Yeah, pretty much any like charging or freedom dive has like the same kind of core aspects. Because this song is mostly quite fast, there's like there was some kind of breaks in between. It usually turns into a stamina buff unless like the creator is like actually just semi-masochistic and chooses to turn it into a core jack. Which in that case, I think there's like bigger problems, like what's going on in that person's head. Oh, landed that. You may have not seen it, but there was a triple chord on the left, on the right hand, like right hand. Which means I had to like in very quick succession press the same like hand.
I was honestly hoping for the full combo there.
I was
It's alright,
too.
you got this.
It's fine.
You still got an accuracy of over 98%. Ah, down to 97.
It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, we've just had another donation in of £20 from an anonymous donor. Doubled to £40. Thank you very much.
Any message? Any message?
No message.
Okay. Oh, unfortunate.
Building up a good combo here.
Oh, that's an OP. That's an OPB.
Ah.
All fine. Ah. What a sour ending.
I think that's still a good place to end it.
And that is time.
Yeah, with an accuracy of 96.37. Thank you very much, Laina, for coming up today. And again, thank you to everybody for the insane donations. I still can't believe that this is the most amount of money we've raised for Wise in less than a day. Thank you all so, so much. And with that, we're going to take another short break before moving on to our next run, which will be Mirror's Edge by Squid and Hid. So, stay tuned.